Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Final Fantasy VII. For me, it's been, I don't even know how long it's been. It's been like a month since I've last recorded Final Fantasy VII. And for that, if you guys are sticking with me, it's been 3 weeks since I've last recorded anything Final Fantasy related. But for you, it's only, I guess it's been like a month or so since the last episode came out. But for me, it's been so long. And I'll tell you exactly why that's been here in a little bit. But welcome back to more Final Fantasy VII. Last time we did the Whirlwind Maze. No, that was not what we did. We did, is that what it's called? Great Glacier. That's what it's called. Oh no, we got a couple things to do before we hit the Whirlwind Maze. Okay, yeah, okay, we're set back up, we're good. In this episode, we're gonna be doing Gaea's Cliff. I don't want to call him Gay, but Gaea's Cliff. This is a very small part. It's kind of like a small dungeon, but it's like kind of long. If you've played it before, you understand. There's quite a bit to do here. I'm going to try and get this whole thing done in one episode if I can. If not, oh well. We're going to do our best. And yeah, without further ado, let's freaking get her going. Alright. We already talked to everybody. Everybody had their whole spiel. Let's head up towards the cliff now. And man, it is nice being back to recording Final Fantasy VII. So if you don't remember what the dude in the cabin, he gave us a little bit of a hint of what to do here in Gaea's Cliff. So once we are climbing, you can see there are degrees is slowly going down because it is super cold out. If it gets to a point below 26 degrees, I think, you will pass out and you will end up back at the cabin. So if you need to warm up, spam Y, and you will warm up just a little bit more. If you need to, keep the minus button on. Just kidding, you can't turn the minus button on. There we go. Yeah, as long as your temperature stays between 26 and 38, you will be good. Lower than 26, you will pass out and go back to the old cabin, which you don't want to do because that's going to be boring and annoying. So yeah, we're climbing the cliff here right now. I can tell you what the hell's been going on. So, since the last episode, I've left the job that I was currently at, and I'm going to go work with my roommate at another job. And yeah, I mean, it's nice to get out of that job for now. That was kind of it was kind of a little too much management wise, if you know what I'm saying. So here we are in Gaea's Cliff. I'll get back into it, but starting here, this is kind of, part of it is kind of linear, but part of it's also like you got to pay attention. Go down here and you get a ribbon. Hell yeah. That's a phenomenal weapon, or a phenomenal accessory. We sure do have one of those by now, I believe. Also, I did do a little bit of off-screen training. Everybody is around 50 and 48. With, I can't remember if Cloud if he already had finishing touch already, but if he didn't, finishing touch, pretty much, if you ever played Pokemon, it's like the move Whirlwind. It just kicks enemies out of battle, which is nice. And then next, Sid got his level 2 Limit Break Hyper Jump. Defeats 60 enemies in battle, and it deals damage to all enemies on the battlefield. It will deal 3.25 times the normal amount Sid's weapon does when using the attack command. It also has a 20% chance to inflict instant death on all enemies. It will never, obviously, if an enemy is immune to instant death, it will never get hit by that, so yeah, that's good. We're going to put that on Sid, and I believe, I can't remember if Barrett already had his level 3s or not, but if he did, he got Anger Max, which is also really good. Yeah, it's been a very long time since I've touched this save file. And while we were going throughout this cave, there is a couple of enemies that we can use enemy skill on that will give us a... One of them is actually a really good enemy skill. The other one is, I'm not entirely sure what it does. But, oh, there we go. We got an all level up. But yeah, and here there is something I need to put... I mean, I guess I could tell you what it is. The one that he gives us is Trine. The first one that we can get is Trine, which Cloud already has. I'm not sure. I don't know who has the other one. Do you have the other one? You don't. Barry has the other one. I'm not sure if this one has Trine. It does. Okay, cool. So we don't have to worry about that. So yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. So continuing on. Where I've been. Javelin, sorry. That is a weapon for Sid. But continuing on. Of where I've been. I just haven't been able to record episodes in a while, which kind of blows. And I just haven't had the time. I was leaving my job, so I was pretty occupied with that, trying to get as much done as I could before the guys who were with me take over, so they could. Really had an easy time after I left. And after that, last Tuesday, me, my two roommates, and another buddy, we went to Japan, which was kind of sweet. And not kind of sweet, very sweet. We were there for... By the time when I'm recording this, it is May 21st. We got back 2 days ago on the 19th, so it was a hell of a trip. It was awesome. Definitely recommend going if you have never been. This is the anime right here that... Oh, I can get magic breath from this too. That is also... Whoa. That's also an enemy skill. Perfect. We got it. And I almost died in the process. But, yeah. Japan, definitely recommend if you've never been. If you plan on going, have fun. It's a blast. There's so much to do. The first day... How do I get out of here? Where am I going? Cloud, work with me, man. What is going on? There we go. So, yeah. The first day we got there, we did... Oh, yeah, it was, like, super late when we got there. It was probably about 7 o'clock when we got there, which isn't... Or, yeah, 7 o'clock their time, which isn't terrible. But figuring out the whole train system when you got there... Good lord, that was a process and a half. We were all getting frustrated. We were super tired. We just wanted to get back. We just wanted to get to our hotel. And it was just... It was not great. But afterwards, we got to our hotel at like 11. And we slept in a little bit because we were dead. Jeez, why does that do so much? We slept in because we were super tired. But then afterwards, on the Wednesday we got there, oh yeah, the next day, we stayed at the hotel like right next to Universal Studios Japan. So that was what we did the following day. That was awesome. We went to Super Nintendo World. Obviously, you guys know I'm a huge Nintendo fan, so going to Super Nintendo World was like a dream. It was awesome. It was freaking sweet. If you guys been there, we pretty much just looked at we just walked around like the whole thing, and we didn't really do some of the ride. We did the rides in Nintendo World. We did the Mario Kart one, which that was the coolest thing I've ever done ever. If you guys don't know what it was you're like in a Mario Kart with 4 other people. I said 4 and I stuck 3 fingers up. Sorry. I guess you can't see it, but for me, I'm stupid. You're in a cart with 4 other people. You and 3 others included, I should say. But, yeah. Hold on a second, sorry. Yeah, cart with 3 other people. And you get like this Mario cap that you put on. And while you're going, you get like this, before you go, you get this visor that you can put on your head. And it kind of simulates, like when you look through the visor, it simulates a Mario Kart race. It's like the coolest thing ever. It's like you could throw Koopa shells with the button on the steering wheel, and it was sweet. It was absolutely awesome. Coolest thing I've done so far. And oh shit, dead end. I gotta warm up. I gotta warm up, Cloud. And then after that, we went to the Yoshi ride, and that was just kind of just like a chill little ride. And we tried to do the Donkey Kong roller coaster, but it was like a 2-hour wait, and we're like, yeah, no, I'm not sitting there for 2 hours. I'm not really much of a roller coaster guy anyways, so it didn't really interest me to begin with. I kind of just went to the Nintendo World for the vibes, not even gonna lie. Not even for the roller coasters, just straight vibes. This is another enemy you can get a enemy skill from. I believe it gives you bad breath, which I'm not even sure what the hell that does. I don't want it though. I don't want to have bad breath. And I got this cool. I got the Luigi wristband that you get from hitting the coin blocks that are there. Luigi's the GOAT. That's why. And then we got this little Donkey Kong frozen banana thing. That was actually really good. That was super good. It had like popcorn in it, which was kind of strange. Didn't think like a drink would have popcorn and like little bits of cereal in it or whatever it was. Yeah, it was pretty good. I kept the DK cup. I'm gonna drink out of that. That's gonna be my drinking cup from now on. And oh, nice, cover leveled up again. And what else did we do? Yeah, we were there at Universal for pretty much the whole day. I'm trying to think. What else did we do? I think that was pretty much it. We just walked around the whole time. And yeah, I'm a little upset that we didn't try any of the restaurants there at the Nintendo World, because I heard some of them are like actually kind of good. But it's all right. So this room here, real quick, this is a very interesting room. We're gonna have 4 little mini boss fights, I guess, with these icicles. Pretty much all you gotta do is just gotta hit them, do enough damage to them, and the icicle will fall. Oh wow, I got a couple of materials leveled up. So yeah, the icicles will fall down into that one area. We don't want to jump yet. We want to break all of these, and then we go back down. So then after that, Thursday. Oh god, what did we do Thursday? We went to Hiroshima. We went to where the bomb dropped. And that was also really sweet. It was cool to see like that person, like exactly where the bomb dropped, and like how much of it is like still standing up to this day. It's insane. There was somebody there talking about how he survived it, and I mean he wasn't there like entirely, or maybe he was. I can't remember. I thought that maybe it said that he was still a baby inside of his mom's stomach or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but he survived it. He was telling this whole story to one of the buddies that I went with, and yeah, it was super cool. They had like a whole bunch of other areas there, and yeah, we were still on the way there. We still figured out the whole train system, which was a doozy. But once we were, why can I not figure out? Once we were understood a little more, it started to come together a lot easier, which is super nice. What else did we do on Wednesday? I believe we were just at Hiroshima. We found our first Pokemon Center. Went to it. It was awesome. I went to like all the Pokemon centers that we could find there. Cause you know me, I love Pokemon. Pokemon's goated. Before you jump down into the room, make sure you grab both of these treasure chests, as they are going to be super important. Importante. Yeah, I went to Akihabara on Friday, I believe. And yeah, because we originally stayed at Osaka, because that's where Nintendo World was, and after that, yeah, on Friday we moved to Tokyo, because that's where we flew out of. So we originally, yeah, we flew to Tokyo, and then we just went straight to Osaka, mainly because if our idea was we stay in Osaka when we get there and then come back to Tokyo in case anything goes wrong. We were there in Tokyo, like pretty damn close to the airport, so we're like right there instead of being like 2.5 hour bullet train ride from Tokyo the day we leave, so which was a great idea. It just sucked that it's such a long took forever to get there. And then after that, yeah, we got to our hotel that day, and then it was funny. One of the guys that we went with, he's Mexican, and we found a taco place, and we're like, hell yeah, we're gonna go get some tacos. And the place was like 10 minutes from where we were staying, so we just walked there. And we get in there, and this restaurant is like the smallest place I've ever been in my life. We walk in, and there's like 8 people just standing around this bar table, and it's like you gotta squeeze in there. It's super tight. Before we go farther, new weapon here for Cloud. Do not believe it is better than what we have already. No, just a better attack, just a lot more materia slots. All of them are linked. 4 linked materia slots is kind of nice, but I would not bother with that. So we get into this taco restaurant, and we go sit down, and we tell him that, yeah, we want some tacos, and he's like, there was 4 other people sitting there too. He's like, oh, we only have 4 sets of taco left. And we're like, okay. So not enough tacos for 8 people who are eating. And so we originally ordered the tacos, and then we're like, oh, can we get some chips too? And he's like, oh, you just want chip? He's like, 1 chip. And we're like, yeah. And it was like 15 minutes later, these chips come out, and the people sitting with us, they got their tacos, and after that, we're like, I don't think we're getting any tacos. We sat there for like 35 minutes waiting for tacos, and we didn't get tacos. So it was, none of us were even mad. Like the whole plate, that restaurant was just like a straight vibe. We weren't even mad at all. It was super cool. The guy in there, he was super nice, and let's go up. Yeah, the guy there, super nice. It just sucked we didn't get any tacos, so we walked over to 7-Eleven. Got some 7-Eleven there, you know. Japan 7-Eleven. top tier. Goated. And then Saturday, I believe, is when we went to Akihabara, and that was super cool. Seeing all of like the electronics store. We went to the Don Quixote, if you know what that is. It's like this super big tax-free store. Okay, I gotta get down. Nope, go down, go down, go down, go down. What? Are you lying? You're absolutely kidding me, right? Alright, I'll meet you back. Alright, so back to what I was saying. Akihabara on Saturday. That was sweet. It was really cool seeing like all the electronic things. I bought some Pokemon cards. Didn't get anything other than a nice little Fennekin card from the new set. I don't really open Pokemon cards anymore. I used to a lot back a couple months ago. Actually, like last year. But ever since, the hobby is extremely stupid and retarded and stupid. Everybody's scalpers and it's bad. I was just like, I'm not doing this anymore until everything dies down, which I don't know if it's ever going to happen again, but... Okay, go back down, Cloud. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get, like, really back into Pokemon again. What is going on? Get on this. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get back into Pokemon again. This is a dead end. Dude, that's just looping back around. I'm gonna end my life. I'll buy a pack every now and then, but I'm not spending like what I used to, because it's not worth it at all. Went to a couple. We had to do this whole mall to found some really cool gaming stores in there. I picked up Paper Mario: The Origami King for like $20. I was like, absolutely, because here it would have been probably same price, like $70, or like probably like $60. Like, I am for sure picking this up. There's one of the buddies, he just bought a Switch too, so he's also trying to get like all the Switch Pokemon games, because he bought ZA and he's been playing Brilliant Diamond. Blech. And we've also been playing Fire Red a little bit. I just completed the Pokedex. Hell yeah. I am now trying to shiny hunt Deoxys. And then after that, I'm going to be completely done with Pokemon, which is perfect. Before we continue, we have a boss fight coming up here soon. And what we need to do, this boss is completely, entirely elemental based. The attacks you will see mainly are ice and fire. So what we can do
is we'll throw either Cloud or it has. He might already have elemental fire. Okay, if he does, I want to switch this with. Oops. I want to switch restore and fire. Ah, first time playing this game. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna put this fire on his armor, and then we will keep. Oh, I need elemental on. Elemental, and then we'll put his restore back on. Now work for Cloud. Sid is going to get the fire ring, which will be perfect. Barrett is going to get the ice ring, which we should have, and I don't have. Where's my ice ring? Did I not pick one of those up? If anything, Barrett can have. I should have a couple more elementals. I do. I don't know if I have. Here, we can do this. Sid has ice and lightning. I don't know if this guy. I guess we can have lightning on, but it's not that big of a deal. So what we can do is Sid can take his ice off for now. Barrett can take his HP absorbent fire off. We will throw elemental and ice on Barrett. There we go. We're good for that. I'll just blind Barrett. No, Barrett has the protective vest on. Did I not have an ice ring at all? I thought I did. I could have swore I had an ice ring. I didn't have it on. Mine has a ribbon. Unless Aerith has it on, but she might actually have it on.
This is gonna be. This boss is a tiny bit difficult. What was that? Oh. This one of those Sephiroth clones. Whoa. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We got Shizo? Shizo, yeah. It has the left head, both heads, you gotta fight both heads. Both have 18,000 HP, which is nice. This boss is all about preparation, baby. Just make sure you are ready to go. And I don't have sense on anybody. I thought I did. Son of a biscuit. Let's see, Bolt 3. Can I use Bolt 3? Bang! We're gonna use Trine, baby. So yeah, this boss is all about preparation. Watch out for its non-elemental attacks. Use Big Guard. The whole 9 yards. I can't believe I don't have... That's annoying. I don't know if I can use Bio on him. I don't know if he's put... Oh, I do have Sense. Hell yeah. There we go. There's not like any specific head you should take out first. So don't worry about that. Okay, it is immune to Bio, so don't use Bio at all. 43. We got the level up on it. I want to make sure that we can actually. I wonder if he lost slow. Okay, fire. Also, do not use. Don't use fire. That kind of sucks. Cause that probably that just healed it a lot. So only lightning. Only lightning damage. That did a lot too. So that was perfect. So yeah, just stick on Trine. Stick on Bolt. You'll be good. Just don't use fire. Don't heal it. You're gonna shoot yourself in the foot if you do, like I just did for 2,700 HP. Okay, Barret, just keep going with the Trine. Sid, we're going to do the other head. I believe we've already done the right head. Yep. So we need the left head. Left head. There we go. See, if you got Big Guard up. Oh, I need to set Big Guard back up. Cloud's got his limit break. Hell yeah. Let's go and set that bad boy up. Throw up the old meteor raid. Need Barret to throw a Big Guard up again. This is gonna do quite a bit. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby. Should be coming down pretty close to one of these heads being dead. Ooh. Ooh, I need to heal like now. Cloud, you heal everybody. Barret, you throw another Big Guard up. Cloud might die here. Oh no, that's not what we want. Okay, Cloud, you get back up. Barret, throw an elixir on Cloud just so he can stay up. Sid, you'll be fine. Sid, use limit. You got it. Okay, the left head's down. Perfect. Let's go ahead and throw another Trine on. Should be pretty close to being over anyway, so. Barret. Oh, there we go. One more final attack. RIP Sid, you're not getting any experience from this. But yeah, there we go. That was kind of like a shitty run of that, but also if you had Steel on, which I didn't, you are able to steal a Protect Ring. Sorry about that. I dropped a cash card. You're able to steal a Protect Ring from the boss, which is a nice little accessory. But afterwards, we're just gonna climb this mountain, not this hill. And we're gonna be shown our next little adventure area. That one. The nice whirlwind maze is upon us. Now, if being called a whirlwind maze, it's not really a maze. You'd think it'd be called that, right? But it's not. crater. Something fell out of the sky and crashed down here, leaving a scar on the planet. So all this energy is gathered here for the planet to heal itself? Sephiroth took that energy and is trying to use its meteor. Next time, the wound won't be so small. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end things off here. End things off here on the hill to the Whirlwind Maze. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Final Fantasy VII. If you wanted to enjoy, please go ahead and leave a like. If you haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, hit the notification bell directly next to the subscribe button so you'll get notified whenever I post another banger. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, truly do appreciate it. Remember, stay sexy, because you're the real MVP.